going on, everybody? Welcome back. I'm going to try to do the disassembly of this Chiappa Rhino 40DS. On a previous video I explained that I actually did take it apart. I did receive a message and I said if anybody would send me a message I would try to do it on a video. Somebody requested it, they couldn't believe it. So to disassemble a Rhino, it's pretty simple. Let me see if I get the camera on a better angle here. Alright, it's pretty simple in the sense that it only has one screw here at the bottom to remove the handle. And once you get that removed, like I'm going to do now, it looks a little something like this inside. That's a one screw that holds that handle, that wooden handle. The wooden handle then comes off fairly easy. That's how it looks inside. I will say this, I fired about 200 rounds of .357 Magnum through this revolver, and the wood chipped. Just chipped. As a matter of fact, it's actually cracking. Not a major crack, but I don't know if you can see it there, and let me see if I can focus it. Has a little hairline, little fracture, very, very thin. So, yeah, I definitely was able to handle those .357 mags without a hiccup. The .357 Magnum being a powerful round, you know, it did create this little crevice here. I don't know, the wood just came out. I did notice that about 125, 135 rounds in, right around there, the handle was getting loose. I believe this screw was either not tight enough. Maybe next time I'll do a drop of Loctite in there, not the permanent one, of course, to see if it'll stay in a little more securely. But after a few, over 125 rounds more or less, this was getting a little loose, so it was kind of rattling, and I think that might have been what caused this little wood chip there, because I definitely did not drop it or anything of that sort, but that's that. Safety checking the revolver, you can kind of see there's nothing in there, but there's nothing inside. Okay. Once you get to this step, it's fairly easy from there on. All you have to do is remove 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. And this little housing right here will come off. And there is a very tightly wound spring right here. The minute you pull this out enough, this whole thing just boing, just comes right out. So you want to kind of protect it with your hand a little bit, making sure that no small piece flies out unnecessarily. So I'll do that for you right now. Once you have all the 4 screws out, you will need something to pry that base off. And pretty much anything nice and flat and thin can serve that purpose. And you just kind of wedge it in there. Okay, once you got it in, just kind of wiggle it back and forth. Okay. You can do the same thing from the hammer, the false hammer. Just pry it up a little bit there. You can see it kind of popping up. Once it's getting pried out here, it's going to get to a point where it's going to be almost out completely. Like right now I feel it and it's about to pop out. I'm going to take it slowly, trying to keep some downward pressure on this as I'm prying it up. Slight pressure, just enough so that when it does come out, that spring that's tightly wound in here does not make all the other parts attached to it go flying everywhere. So I'm going to pry it out. There it is. Okay. I'm going to put the knife away, and I'm going to show you now the insides of the Rhino. as they are. Okay, so everything kind of looks like a mess right now. If you look at it, it looks like nothing makes any sense. This is the inside of that outer housing that protects the guts of it. And everything inside is pretty chaotic looking. This is that very tightly wound spring that holds everything together. And this is pretty much the main reason why they tell you not to disassemble this revolver. I'm no gunsmith by any means. I just had a little curiosity, and like they say, you killed the cat. So it was killing me inside that I could not disassemble this revolver without having a gunsmith. So I just went ahead and I figured if I failed, I would just send it to Chiappa Rhino. The Chiappa manufacturer, and have them take care of it. But yeah, this little thing, and it's very tight. It's wound so tight, and that's the hardest piece to put back in this revolver when you're assembling back together, is trying to put that back the way it's supposed to be.